Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Pass 85. Jim. 80 weapon.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man is Higgins. 23 yards on the play. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9.
Right back to him on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down now, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 27, Allen. And the grab by Croft. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time Ryan will throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. Well, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 44.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's going to let it go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, QB, come on. Rush in. Rush. 5 wide.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On play action, Allen. Going up top. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
There goes it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer.
Bills 26, Falcons 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Around 80. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland.